In southern Africa, a male and a female lion lived together in a wide open grassland. They had hunted side by side for many years, moving across the plains without stopping. As time passed, the weather turned drier, waterholes dried up, and prey became hard to find. The two lions knew they had to leave their home to find a safer place. They walked hundreds of kilometers, sometimes hungry and always wary of other predators. Every night, the male lion kept watch, while the female rested and regained her strength. After weeks on the road, they caught the scent of fresh water and other animals. They followed it to Makado National Park in South Africa, a huge reserve known for its grasslands and healthy wildlife. When they arrived, the lions sniffed around, looking for a hiding spot. They saw park fences, guard posts, and patrol cars, but didn't understand what they were. Park Ranger Sifo and wildlife observer Nomsa soon noticed unusual lion tracks near the central river. Sifo drove patrol routes across the savannah, checking on animals. Nomsa recorded what she saw in the reserve. Both were surprised to learn the newcomers had reached the heart of the park. They decided to keep a safe distance and watch the lions' health and behavior. At night, the male often roared to mark their new territory. The female seemed uneasy at first, pacing back and forth. Sifo and Nomsa took notes on how the lions looked and moved. Though tired, the pair was still able to hunt small antelopes or hares. Nomsa noticed the female sometimes moved slowly. She thought the lioness might be pregnant. Sifo agreed. He had seen the male stay extra close to her. 4 months later, it was clear. The female's belly was rounder and her steps heavier. Sifo loaded the patrol car with basic medical gear, just in case. Nomsa followed the lions, jotting down how long they rested, what they ate, and how the male behaved. Everyone in the park hoped for a safe birth. One day, the female lion began to give birth, but ran into trouble. She was in labor for 2 days, moaning in pain, while the male paced nearby, growling softly in worry. Nomsa and Sifo realized the lioness might not make it without help, but they could not use anesthesia. The drugs could harm mother or cub, and a wrong move might make the male attack. Trusting their training and courage, Sifo and Nomsa slowly drove closer. The male lion roared, showing his surprise, but did not charge. The female lay on the grass, weak and whimpering during each contraction. Nomsa whispered that they had to try. Sifo opened the car door and held his ground. Nomsa carried a small injection to help with the birth. Standing just a few meters away, they spoke in calm, low voices. The male growled, but seemed to sense they meant no harm. Nomsa reached out gently to touch the lioness's side and gave her a shot of medicine to ease the labor. The male let out a soft roar but stayed back. 2 hours later, a tiny cub slipped into the world. The male lion leaned down and licked the newborn. The lioness panted, her eyes bright with relief and joy. Sifo let out a soft cheer when the cub gave its first weak cry. Nomsa checked the baby for any harm, then gave the mother another tonic to help her recover. The male looked at the humans as if to say, "Thank you," then stepped back with his mate. Sifo and Nomsa quietly moved to the car, giving the new family space. The cub struggled at first, but then settled in its mother's warm fur. Leia, the lioness, licked the little one, purring softly. Sifo and Nomsa decided to name them Koda, the father, Leia, the mother, and Mosi, the cub. Koda means bravery, Leia means hope, and Mosi means a new beginning. When they made sure Leia was resting, they drove away. leaving the wind to brush across the grassland. On the way back, Nomsa wiped her tears, proud of what they had done. Sifo smiled, knowing this moment would stay with him forever. Word spread through the park that Leia's cub had arrived safely. The next day, the rangers saw Koda and Leia on a grassy hill, looking back at the car. Mosi tumbled at his mother's feet, stopping now and then to look around with curious eyes. Koda no longer growled at humans. He trusted them. Nomsa believed the family would thrive under the park's protection. Sifo wrote the date of Mosi's birth in his journal as a special milestone. As days turned into weeks, Mosi grew stronger. He learned to hunt small prey alongside Leia and practiced his roar with Koda. The lion family became a source of pride for everyone in Mikado National Park, showing how people and nature can work together. At dawn one morning, the three lions stood together on the green plain. The sight was peaceful and beautiful. Whenever they heard the patrol car, Koda would glance over and then return to his watch. Nomsa would smile, remembering how far the lions had come. Sifo felt a deep bond between humans and wildlife, a reminder that trust can bridge the gap between two worlds. Thanks to their teamwork, a new life was saved and a lion family remained whole. Their story inspired young people who love animals, giving hope that conservation can bring true miracles. As the sun set, Koda let out a mighty roar, a sound that marked both past struggles and bright days ahead. Leia nuzzled Mosi, and Sifo and Nomsa made their way home, hearts full of joy and satisfaction. They knew that whenever they returned, they would be greeted by familiar golden eyes and hearing the soft purr of family. Thank you for listening.